where you from?
From the north side. My family was born and raised at Morphew Heights.
Okay.
From the north side, I went to Martin Luther King over there. My sister went to Columbus. I went to another school called Horseman off of Brighton. I don't even think it's up no more. I think they tore that down. So I'm an original north side person. Like, I was over there when, you know, all the old schools and stuff was over there. So.
All right, now the one thing about this Pittsburgh city is, like, you know what I mean? People be like, yo, I'm from the north side. I'm from the west side. Then it goes, like, when it goes to the south, it's like, all right, I'm from Belsuver. I'm from Knoxville. I'm from St. Clair. East side is Homewood, Wilkinsburg, Lincoln, etc. So where do you think that comes from when it comes to, like, the north side just being one side and not really?
Because I just think the north side is just so. To me, I mean, like, granted, there's definitely little beefs and stuff on the north side of different areas or whatever, but more, I don't even say more so back in the day there was. Nowadays, I don't really see that. I feel like north side was more family oriented. I don't know, it's like everybody just stick together. Like, that's pretty much what it is. Like, you'll catch niggas from you see niggas from Manchester now chilling with niggas from Northview. Like, the niggas is like they're linking up. Like, you know, shout out to my man Guapo Lennon. He bringing like a lot of the people together from the north side. Like, he got motherfuckers that's, like I said, that are G's messing with the Crips. You know, I don't even care that niggas gang or whatever the case may be. But that's what's up to see. He's bringing hoods together that never used to fuck with each other. He's bringing them together, and they're all part of a team now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. I feel like that's what the north side is, man.
All right, there's a lot of artists from the north side as well. I mean, you got any, you know what I mean, plans to work with them? I know you said you was reaching out to Fed to God, but you know, any more?
I mean, I'll be cool to do something with Guapo Lennon. I think that'll be a good look. I mean, there's a lot of artists. I want to do something with Stunna. That's on my list. I ain't gonna lie. He's definitely one of my.
Seems like everybody got a Stunna beat.
Yeah, that's why I want to get on with him, because everybody got one of his beats, man. And like, I seen his growth from when he first started just the rapping, and now he's producing. Like, he's taking over his own home.
He got the filming.
Yeah, he got the film. I'm about to say that. He got the filming, about to start popping. He's shooting his own videos. Like, I salute to that nigga, man. Like, he really came from nothing, and that nigga's like doing everything himself now. And to see that's motivation to me. Like, I seen that nigga when he first came in, just starting just straight rapping, dropping videos and shit. And now he's just hands on with everything. I mean, that's what you call a real brand for real.
You said you was in independent livings, group home and stuff like that. Like, what's that story about?
Just pretty much just growing up in a household, dysfunctional household, pretty much just led me into going into group home because my mom and dad couldn't figure it out. And yeah, man, I just had to stick through that shit and kept my head up. You know, it was definitely hard because, you know, as a kid, I missed my whole childhood. Like, I felt like from 11 all the way up until I was down there 18, the move into my own apartment and stuff like that, I was stuck inside of a group home. So I didn't really get a chance to really experience none of my childhood. I always wanted to do music. I started writing like around 19 years old. And I always wanted to do music, and my dream was to go to college, live in a college campus, live in a college dorm, and be on the campus and spreading my music and doing my thing. Like, that was my ultimate goal. Like, I already knew that at a young age what I wanted to do. The moment I started making music, I'm like, my dream, I always wanted to stay in a college dorm. Like, that, I say I want to have a college dorm. I want to stay on the campus. I want to just be the man of the campus. Like, that was my dream. And unfortunately, you know, just the circumstances that I was brought up in, you know, my mind wasn't clear. At a young age, I'm in group homes and stuff. I got to deal with that, deal with the issues that I'm dealing with there. Still got to go to school. Still dealing with a lot, wanting to get out of there. It was just a lot of pressure as a kid, so I really couldn't really focus on the music how I should. But if I did have the opportunity, I'd have been blew up by now, for sure.
All right, so, you know, you being in the independent living, you know, growing up and that, did that force you away from like the streets or like getting in trouble, or like did it force you to go into it? I know like a lot of people.
It forced me to go into it, you know, because I ended up having to get into the streets and I ended up doing state time. I ended up fucking my record up all crazy. I'm a convicted felon. You know what I'm saying? So, and it stops me from getting a lot of jobs and stuff like that. Like, I'm in a bad place right now because of that, and I'm not letting that stop me from living. You know, I still do what I gotta do to make it happen. You know, I still get jobs, still do what I need to do. I keep pushing. I don't let that stop me, but it forced me just to make decisions that I felt like I that shit never did. Like, and people who knew who I was, just seeing me like on the news and stuff like that, getting caught up in the shit that I was in, they was like, damn, this ain't even him for real. But it's just like, I had to do what I had to do. I had no choice. You know, I couldn't be out there just not having nothing, and I didn't have nobody to turn to. So I had to teach myself. I had to hit my head. I guess that's what they say. You gotta hit your head sometimes in order to know what you're getting into. And that's what I did. Now I'm paying for it. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I feel like, you know, this music. That's why I feel like this music thing for me is so made to be, because it's like I got this story to tell. You know, and to be honest with you, I haven't even dropped no music talking about none of this stuff. All my songs that I've been dropping is just stuff that I'm just writing, that I'm getting into to this day. I haven't even dug into my story. People don't even know the backstory of all of this. So when I start really getting into that, like, that's album music. I'm waiting for that.
That's what I
really
was saying. That sounds like the album, right?
Yeah, that's the album. That's the album music. That's the story that people's gonna know the purpose of all of this. I'm just saving that for a specific time. Like I'm saying, you won't get this music now. You won't know, like, damn, this nigga nice. And then when I build that fan base to drop this album, I'm gonna have one of the biggest albums, mark my words, in the world, for sure.
All right. Is it too much to ask what happened? Like, what caused you to catch the felony, or what happened? How did you get in trouble?
Just basically selling drugs, playing with pistols, guns. You know, just being reckless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just being reckless out there. Just thought that I was untouchable.